Hello everybody, welcome to another video. As you can tell from the title below, this is the first episode of a new series I'm going to begin, recent video game pickups. I'm going to be doing the same series for Blu-rays and books, so be on the lookout for those recent Blu-ray pickups and recent book pickups. So yeah, let's say we get started. There's a good chunk of games here I've accumulated over the past, I have acquired over the past few months. And yeah, it's not like I buy a bunch of games in bulk, you know, this is not like a day's worth of games or like a week's worth of games. This is a good solid few months worth of games. So, let's do it. Let's see, it's spanning a bunch of systems. Let's start with the Game Boy Advance. Now I have a lot of Game Boy Advance games. I have gotten a lot of Game Boy Advance games recently. And yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me fix them. I put them in the order I get them. Unless I get like a sequel or prequel, then I put it in, you know. Anyway, no more talking about that. Game Boy Advance games. First is Midway's Greatest Arcade Hits. I played like about 5 minutes of this. About like some of these games I played about 5 minutes, others I put a good few hours into. This I only played for about 5 minutes. I don't remember much of it. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I enjoyed this game. I played it for about an hour or so. I enjoyed it. The Harry Potter games are actually pretty good. They're one of the few movie-based games that are actually not half bad. Dynasty Warriors Advance. This is a tower defense game, if I'm not mistaken. I played for about 20 minutes, and I'm not really big into the tower defense genre of games. But yeah, I played about 20 minutes and I kind of got wrecked, I'm not gonna lie. Cars. I don't think this one worked. Operation Armored Liberty. I played a little bit of this and I don't really remember much about it. That's weird. Next up is a gem of a game. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls. As you'll see in the few next Game Boy Advance games, I got a lot of Final Fantasy games on the Game Boy Advance, and this is where it all began, kind of. Well, a remake of where it all began, 1 and 2, on one cartridge. I played a good few hours of this. I haven't gotten any farther than I ever did in any of the other versions, but, you know, there that is. Actually, I'm going to show you the Final Fantasy games in the order. Next up is Final Fantasy IV Advanced, in the box, complete. I got this for a good deal on Amazon, I believe, and I played a good, maybe 5 hours of this. Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI kind of fight for my favorite Final Fantasy game. I might do a top 5 Final Fantasy video, top 10 Final Fantasy game video, you know what I mean, top 5 Final Fantasy games. I might do a video on that, but yeah, Final Fantasy IV. I love Final Fantasy IV. And I also love Final Fantasy V, also complete in the box. Final Fantasy V is a Final Fantasy game I don't really hear a lot of people talking about, which they should. It's a good game. For me personally, I've yet to find a Final Fantasy game I don't like. I like them all, even 13, and 13-2, and Lightning Returns, kinda. No, I like it. But yeah, the Final Fantasy series is the kind of series that any of them could be your favorite, and it's understandable. Next up is Final Fantasy VI Advanced. Maybe my first or second favorite Final Fantasy game, I don't know. Like I said, 6 and 4, fight for my affection, like nobody's business. I put a good few hours into this. Once again, I haven't gotten any farther than I ever did in any of the other versions. But since I don't have the Final Fantasy III SNES version, I'm going to stick to this version. I have it on the PS1 as well, but that one has load times. This one doesn't have load times, so yeah. And lastly is a game I haven't played yet. I just have to pop it in and play it for a few minutes and see how it is. And that is Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. It came with a bunch of the loose Game Boy games that I got. So yeah, there's that. I haven't played it yet, like I said. And that is that on the on the Game Boy Advance front. Let's stick with handhelds and go with the PS Vita. I picked up Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, and I played. I have a good hour and a half logged into this one. I haven't played it in a while, but it's a sequel to Arkham Origins, It's a 2.5D game. It's not a side-scroller. It's not like you go from left to right, but you go into the environments and the camera rotates a little bit, but it's not really 3D or 2D. It's 2.5D. It's a fun game. If you played Arkham Origins, I highly recommend this. Next up is, I believe, a launch title for the PS Vita, and that is Army Corps of Hell. Pretty much the most I can say about this is that it is it's kind of like a death metal Pikmin, where you have little soldier guys and you use the R button to launch your little soldiers at enemies, and then when you let go of the button they come back to you. Kind of like that. I haven't played Pikmin, but I know what it's like. And you know, it's pretty much a death metal Pikmin, like I said. That's it on the PS Vita front. Only 2 games, not a lot. Let's go to the 3DS. First up is a game I had my eye on for a while, and I recently bought it at a local Walmart, and that is Fantasy Life. I probably logged 2 hours into this game, and I'm really enjoying it. I love RPGs, and this is no different. I love this game. You pick your own class, and then you live your life as that class. I picked Paladin, and yeah, you just go around talking to people. They give you side quests. I really don't think there's a main story to this game. You just go around completing quests, and it's awesome. Next up is a game, it's the 4th in the series, and I was actually considering getting the 3rd one, which is out on the Wii U. But then I thought to myself, maybe a 4th one will come out soon, and it did. That's Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Another game I only put like maybe 2 hours into, so I can't really... With this one, I put 2 hours into this, but I haven't played it. Like, I don't remember much about it. I know I remember some things, but it's a fun game. I haven't played any of the other Monster Hunter games, so this is a fresh start for me. And I'm surprised the Monster Hunter games have they have a certain sense of humor, which I didn't know about until this game. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna continue playing it. It's not like I'm gonna stop playing any of these games. I'm gonna continue. It's just I've been busy. But you know, yeah, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Next up is a game I played the least of my recent 3DS games. That is Paper Mario Sticker Star. I got it at Walmart for like $10, and it's a game I had my eye on. But you know, a price drop came, and yeah, I got it. I didn't play this as much as the other ones. I probably have like an hour logged into this game. I like how when you run around the environments, you have to look around for like people who like everyone's paper, as you know, and like something happened where there's stickers or something, and they're stuck on walls, and you have to search around your environments to find them and save them. And they give you sticker power-ups that use like a hammer or a jump. And yeah, from what I remember correctly, it's pretty much that. And it's fun. I like the Paper Mario games. They're a jolly good time. And that is it on the 3DS and handhelds. Let's just go to the Wii real quick. Yeah, just one Wii game that I haven't played yet. I just liked the cover looked interesting, the name looked interesting, and it was only 89 cents. And that's Mercury Meltdown Revolution. I haven't played this yet, but I'm planning on it. Let's go to PS3. Not a lot of PS3 games. This one I'm currently playing, and it's another game I had my eye on, but I didn't get until I saw it at GameStop on the PS3 for cheap, $8.99, you know, for Power Pro members. That is Spec Ops: The Line. From what I understand, this is a very deep story, and that's what intrigued me to the game. It is the deep story it supposedly has. And you're a group of soldiers in Dubai, and you shoot down guys, but it's a very deep story. I haven't played it in a few days, but I plan on beating this soon. The last PS3 game that I've got recently is a game, once again, I had my eye on, and I kept on waiting for a price drop, and the price would not drop. So I was like, screw it, I'll just get it, $17.99, whatever. And that is Nier on the PS3. I probably played like 20 minutes of this. I just got past the part in the beginning of the game where you fight monsters outside of a building or something. And I'm going to end up having to get back into this soon because I really want to play it. I'm starting to get into the RPG aspect of it where I'm in like a town or something, and I have to run around and talk to people that give me quests. But I want to get back into this because I'm thinking about it and it's making me want to play it real bad. Next up is PS4, and there is a lot of PS4 games. Just checking the time. There is a lot of PS4 games here, so let's get to it. First up is Resident Evil Revelations 2. Damn good game. It's on the same level as the first Revelations, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It's episodic, and I found that out, and I was kind of about it, but then I found out that each episode gets released weekly, and I was like, oh sweet, so I don't have to wait that long for a physical copy. And this is the physical copy. It's scary at a few parts. You do a lot of shooting, but it does have horror in it, so it's not like, Resident Evil 6 where it's just shooting and explosions. There is horror in this one. Next up is a game that actually came out on my birthday, and that is Borderlands: The Handsome Collection. Now, I've never played the pre-sequel, so this is a fresh start for me to play the pre-sequel. I've played Borderlands 2 before, but I played the pre-sequel first, and then started Borderlands 2 again. And the pre-sequel is a fun game. I very much enjoy the Borderlands games. I like the Borderlands games is what I'm trying to say. Shoot and loot, how can you go wrong? Next up is a game I haven't played in a while. It's the fourth in the series, another 4, and I like the third one a lot. Far Cry 4. I haven't played this in a bit, but I'm very much like running around and hunting animals, collecting their hides, and doing mission quests for people and whatnot. I also like how in this game you can actually technically beat it in 15 minutes, because in the beginning of the game, this character, Pagan Min, voiced by Troy Baker, he says he's going to go torture someone, but he says, wait here, I'll be right back. He leaves. If you literally wait there for about maybe 15 minutes, I believe, he comes back, credits roll, game over. Not game over as in bad, game over as in you beat it. But I didn't find that out until, I was like a few hours into this game. But yeah, I think I might go back and just start from the beginning just to witness that. Next up is a game that I kind of like it, but I'm stuck on a boss. And then I looked in a strategy guide at a store, and I looked up how to beat the boss, and I just have yet to pop this game in and start playing again. That is Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. It's a port of a PSP game, and it's a really good port. Like, they cleaned up the graphics, gameplay graphics really well. Some of the cinematics look PSP-ish, but like in high def. But it also came, it's the Day 1 edition, and it came with the Final Fantasy 15 playable demo. Which, to be honest with you, I'm having more fun with the freaking demo of Final Fantasy 15 that I had with this game. Not saying I don't like it, it's just that I'm stuck on that boss that I know how to beat now, just haven't gotten around to doing that. Next up is a game that is made, well, let me just tell you, it's Bloodborne. It's made by the same guys who do the Souls games. And I'm not really good at those games. I'm not really good at this either, but I want to get back into it, and I want to get far in this. And don't worry, I'm not going to be one of those people that beat like a Souls game or a game like this, and be one of those dickheads who keeps on bragging about it, because fuck those people. But yeah, Bloodborne. I know it's a good game, obviously, because people love it. And it's a game I would love. Like the Souls games, I would love those games if I didn't suck so bad at them. Next up is a game I got because I felt like building crap. It's Minecraft PS4 edition. Yeah, it's Minecraft PS4 edition. The graphics are a little cleaner, prettier. PS4 edition. I just felt like building crap, so I got Minecraft on the PS4. Next up is a game that was released on the PC and was ported over to the current generation consoles, PS4 and Xbox One. And I watched some gameplay of it, and it looked pretty fun. I only played like about 2.5 hours of this, and that's Shadow Warrior. It's a first-person shooter, but you also use katanas. And there's a part in the game where you're in like a Zen garden, I believe, and there are these 2 rabbits. And if you look at the rabbits long enough, one of them hops on the other one and starts humping them. It's actually pretty funny. It has a good sense of humor, and they recently announced a sequel. Next up is an HD remaster of 2 games that was on the PS2, and it was HD remaster on the PS3, and recently on the PS4. That is Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD remaster. I also have this on PS3 and the 2 originals on PS2. But I got this one because I really like Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X is in my top 5 favorite Final Fantasy games. A lot of people get Final Fantasy X-2 shit. I have fun with it. I like the battle system. I like this changing of the outfits. It's an RPG. I love all types of RPGs. Give me a break. Come on. Next up is an MMORPG, which I was so happy to find out you don't need a game subscription to play, which kind of held me back from playing other MMORPGs, and I want to get into one, and that is Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. I'm probably like maybe 4 hours into this. I think I'm level 6. I'm a level 6 Nord. I haven't played in a while because I'm playing a certain game that's up next. And yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. That's an MMORPG that I can play because I don't have to pay monthly, because like I haven't played this for a while, but if I had to pay monthly, I'd be wasting my money. So, yeah, I'm going to get back into this once I'm done with the game I'm going to talk about next. And it's a game I'm currently doing a Let's Play for, which I kind of have to make a video explaining that Let's Play, what happened to it. And that is Batman Arkham Knight. I absolutely fucking hate this game. No, I'm just kidding. I love this game. This game is so... It's awesome. Driving the Batmobile, fucking taking down tanks and whatnot. It is so awesome. I know I use that word a lot, but it is. It's awesome. Every time I play this game, I think to myself, I'm Batman. And, I want to 100% this game because I'm not really giving any spoilers away, but if you want, like, the actual full ending, you kind of have to 100% it. So I got the strategy guide for this game, and you better believe I'm using it to find all the Riddler trophies, solving all the Riddler riddles, the Riddler puzzles, because slight spoilers, you kind of need to do those things to get the full 100% ending. But, yeah, Batman Arkham Knight. I'm doing a Let's Play on it, but I have to kind of, like I said, I have to make a video explaining what happened to it. And lastly, let's finish this off with the Xbox One games that I've recently gotten. This is a Call of Duty game that's out on the 360 as well, PS3, PS4, all that, and Wii U, all that jazz. Call of Duty Ghosts. I have the 360 version, but one day I felt like going out and getting the Ghosts version, the Xbox One version. Because why not? I have friends who have an Xbox One who have this game, who kind of still play, so now I can play with them. You know, play this game with them, not play with them as, you know, touch them, but, you know. Next up is a game I'm having a lot of fun with. Multiplayer, I'm crap at, but single player is actually surprisingly pretty fun. And that is Battlefield Hardline. I haven't played this in a while. If I remember correctly, I'm in the Swamplands, and I'm going from island to island doing something, I don't remember what. But this is a fun game. It's a change of pace from the other Battlefield games, which are military FPSs. This is like a police FPS. Cops and robbers type deal. But like I said, multiplayer, I'm crap at on this. And last but not least, the last game on the Xbox One that I got is actually 5 games in one, and that's the Halo Master Chief Collection. I want to get into the Halo series before Halo 5 comes out, so I'm playing through Halo 1 right now, and I want to play through all the other ones, Halo 2, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 4, and also Halo Reach on the 360. It was free 1 month for Games for Gold. And yeah, I want to finish all the other games before the 5th one comes out, because I want to know the story, because I want to play the 5th one. I recently got an external hard drive for my Xbox One, so now I have 2.5 terabytes worth of data, so I'm going to start getting me some freaking Xbox One games. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. Those are the recent games that I have purchased recently. Stay tuned for another episode, and stay tuned for recent Blu-ray purchases and recent book purchases. And also stay tuned for that video that I have to make explaining what happened to the Arkham Knight Let's Play. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Hit like, subscribe, comment below what you think of these games. What games did you pick up recently? Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, bye. See you soon. I love you.